Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This was the last week that we did. It was August 7th through 13th. Don't mind the little light spots. I did everything I could to try to get rid of it, and I'd have to change the time of day that I did this. And this is the best lighting that I have in this spot in the house. So we're doing it anyways. This is the week we're going to be working on this week. This is August 14th through August 20th, my birthday week. And I was sick for it, so just a little, advanced knowledge that we're going to get about here. And this part of the plan with me is going to be nothing. It's going to be decorative because I was sick. All right, so we have this. Let's do the kit first so you guys can actually see the kit before we do the extras. So we have a mermaid kit. I thought it was summery, and I love mermaids and sea life, so I figured it'd be fun to do for my birthday. And this kit is big enough where it gives me wiggle room to add extra decor items in, because there's extra stickers all over the place, and I'm going to need those this week. So this was twofold. One, I thought it was beautiful. Two, it'll work for a sick week. And these are all of the little cover-ups and the bougie boxes and the scripts. I love the scripts the best. I'm going to tell you the truth. And then the bottom washi stuff. So I'm going to go back to the same book I was listening to last week, which I still have not finished yet. And that is this one. It is the Fire Endless. It is book 2 in the cadence cycle, elements of cadence, whatever it's called. And I'm woefully behind because I have not been listening to books for crap lately. So I'm going to take the next hour to listen to this. Maybe I'll actually finish before it's due from the library. Okay, signing off, and welcome to the voiceover part of this. Play with me. Hey guys, welcome back to the voiceover portion of my video. So little day update, I guess. So I have been struggling big time with Amazon. So if you are a regular and you watch these quite often, I know that I've mentioned before that Amazon has been kind of poopy, and that it's been getting harder and harder to get decent shifts, and that they just aren't paying out what they used to. We used to make anywhere from $25 to $50 an hour, and now it's just on the 25 side. It's been really difficult. And because of insurance cost and gas prices and wear and tear on the car, I needed to make the higher end, not the 50, obviously. That was awesome, but that really happened. But somewhere in the 30 range to help combat all the extra cost that it costs us to do flex. And we weren't getting anything. I have not had a shift since the 22nd of September. And I've been looking and I have not found anything. And it was very frustrating. So I decided to go get a real job. So I'm going to do my best. Last week was all messed up, but this week should be better. I have 2 videos filmed. I don't have a book video filmed yet, but I will remedy that on my next day off, which is Thursday. Because I did do a bunch of reorganization of my bookshelves. I just need to do a little bit of finishing touches and then film the end of it, so that I can show you guys what I've been doing. I'm definitely not done by any means, but I am more done than I was recently, which it's been nice. It's been going well. Nikki came over, and me, Nikki, and my hubby just banged it out. And now it looks so pretty downstairs. This is the cleanest it'll ever be again, until we move and there's no more books down there. but it's upstairs is kind of this is still a bomb. So I need to work on the upstairs a little bit. But hopefully I will be able to have a working bookshelf system upstairs in the near future. I do, however, need to put Divine Rivals up on a high shelf because Nikki keeps stealing it. So for this Playing With Me, I was having some weird lighting issues. As you can tell, it's going from dark to light to dark to light. I have a light background. I've got good lighting from outside as well as a ring light, but my camera just sucks. And the new camera that I got that I've been doing my vlogs and my book videos with and stuff, it is so much better. It's still not great, but it is so much better. The problem is I don't want to make this camera obsolete, and so I keep trying to use it, and I think I've said this too many times now because it's starting to become an issue. So don't mind the lighting. I tried to fix it as much as I could beforehand. And then the bottom washi, I am annoyed with myself because, as you'll see in the closing, I did find the plain version of the bottom washi that I usually put the like flowers or something on, but I did not find them until it was too late, and so yay. Again, I'm tired. I'm exhausted, guys. I had a 10-hour day today. And today is day 1 of my week. This is my Monday. On a Monday. I am only doing 3 days a week. I'm doing 3 10-hour shifts a week. And I was asked to do 4, but I politely declined and asked to do just 3 instead. Granted, I'm taking a massive pay cut, but I don't have to drive anywhere. And I don't have to worry about wear and tear on my car. I can drive my car instead of the Prius. And that's nice. It's nice to be able to use my car again because I feel like it didn't get used for like a year there. I say a lot. And I realized that last night while I was listening to Nikki listen to my book video. And then I could hear all the extensive number of verbal pauses that I have. I need to learn to just shut up and stop saying Will it happen? Probably not. But there's another one. Yay! I had a 10-hour shift today. It was really good. I was able to bring my puppy in for work for a little while. We weren't sure how he was going to get along, how he was going to do up front. I mean, I know him pretty well, and so I figured he'd be fine. But they didn't know him, so I went ahead and brought him in for like a half day. So hubby dropped him off around 1 o'clock. So that I could spend a few hours with him. And we took him out to the yard and he got to play with a couple of dogs. He made a new bestie who he loves way, way too much. He would not stop humping this poor pup. And of course, the pup's owner was like, don't worry about it. Because it was another one of the owners, the employee dogs. That's the word. The employee dogs. So it was another one of the employees' dogs that bonded with him, and he would not stop humping. And the other dog is unaltered. And so the owner was like, don't worry about it. This is his revenge because he humps everybody. And so now he's getting a taste of his own medicine. And the funny part is that he didn't mind. He's like, cool, cool, cool. You're going to hump me? Awesome. Here, let me lick your junk. I'm just like, no. We don't play that. This is a dog facility. We do not make those types of videos here. Please stop humping each other. But they got along wonderfully. They really hit it off, which makes me glad. That means that he has a friend, and that when I do take him to work, that he'll have someone to play with. I may work his days around the other employees' schedule. That way they can go play together. Because Sammy can dish it out just as well as Colt can. And Colt is just a puppy. And he's, I think he's like less than a year old. I know he's not super old dog. But I know he's still in his puppydom. Because it's one of the reasons he's not fixed yet.
And they're not planning on fixing him for a little while still, because with his breed, it's healthier not to. At least that's what they say. I don't know if that's true, but I know that some vets do recommend leaving your dogs unaltered for a certain amount of time. And this dog facility does have unaltered dogs and lets them play with other dogs as long as they're not vicious. And once they start to get vicious, they have to be altered or they have to play by themselves. So in Sammy's case, he's altered. He just really likes boys. But this weekend was really productive. We got the bookshelves downstairs looking decent. They're not in order by any means whatsoever, but they're looking good. Then we went over and I read a couple of short novellas. They were really weird. It's the Broken Dolls trilogy. I think altogether, all 3 books are like 150 pages. It was not much, but I read it in one day, and that was the most concentration I've done since I can remember, when I was like, man, concentration was on point yesterday. But I also had insomnia issues yesterday, which means I didn't sleep at all. I really, really, really don't know if I got any sleep last night. I know there were certain times of the night where I slept some, but not enough. So I'm a little on the loopy side right now. And I'm very much looking forward to taking my shower and going to bed. I didn't get messy today. I was up front all day long and playing with the kitties. So I'm not racing for the shower. As soon as I walk through the door, like if I'm in the back, if I'm in the yards, you can guarantee it that I'm going to be in the shower before I'm going to be stripping clothes off before I even am fully in the house. So I can go get in the shower and get cleaned up. But today was not one of those days. Today was one of those days where I watched my doggy play for a little while, and I did a lot of computer work, and I was taking care of the kitties. This place actually has cats, and it has exotic animals too. Apparently we have a couple of lizards and a couple of birds that will come in periodically, but right now we have a bunny rabbit, and his name is George. And George is cute, and I am weird and love naming things George. So George is our resident bunny at the moment. So I got to learn how to take care of George. Look, I'm on the sidebar. I put this way too far over. Like, it's way too far over to the right. I don't know why I did that. Something in me was like, hey, this will be a good idea. Let's put it all the way to the right. I don't know. But yeah, George is cute. I have a picture of Bunny on my phone now. And I'm trying so hard to stay awake long enough to put this up, because I want it to be at least somewhat on time. I don't know how this is going to work yet. I'm definitely not doing a Monday, Wednesday at the moment. I'm doing like a Tuesday, Thursday. And I don't have a set schedule. I'm just, in my own brain, have been shooting for Monday, Wednesdays. But that's not going to happen. It has not happened in weeks. And it's definitely not happening this week. So we are doing a Tuesday, Thursday. And you're going to get a sticker haul this week, as well as this Plan With Me. Plan With Me should be up tomorrow. If I can stay awake long enough to upload it, we're good to go. And if I can't, hopefully I can get up early enough tomorrow morning to finish the uploading process, because I can export this while I'm in the shower. But the uploading it takes a hot minute. And so hopefully I will still be awake long enough to do that. And like I said, if not, I can always turn it on first thing in the morning and finish it up, because at least the bulk of it will be done by then. I really liked the spread, just so you guys know. I thought it was pretty. It definitely gives like Little Mermaid vibes. And I've got, oh gosh, I'm sorry. I thought I was doing really good. I'm not. But it gives very Little Mermaid vibes, especially the new one. I don't know. I liked it a lot. I used as many as I possibly could, because it was a weird week. It was like there wasn't enough to add extra full boxes where I didn't already add them, but at the same time there was too much space because I didn't add extra full boxes. And there's a few spots in here where I was really debating if I should cut out like empty pauses because I was doing stuff and you could kind of tell I was doing stuff, but it wasn't super obvious that I was doing because I wasn't really in the frame. And I am terrible about that. I do it so often. So I didn't fill out the sidebar yet. Oh, stupid lighting. But I am starting to work on Monday. And it was a really, really chill Monday. We only had a couple of things to do. We went grocery shopping. I don't remember where. And my other planner is too far away for me to grab. And normally I'll put it in that planner where we go. But it's all the way across the room. And that means like 5 whole steps away. And I can't make that long journey right now. It's bad enough that my shower is like 4 times that much, and I don't want to. But besides the groceries, I did this because it's Monday. Like always, I do it late, and so I'm working on the voiceover for A Plan With Me. And then we also went to the movies and saw Haunted Mansion. Now, if you were like me and you saw the original Haunted Mansion that Disney came out with, the one that has, what is his name? Funny guy. What is his name? I don't remember his name is. My brain is not clicking. If you can remember what it is, please tell me. I'll remember it later. I can guarantee it because I know the name. But if you watch that one from, I don't know what, mid-2000s, it was a good 10, 15 years ago, probably more, because my idea of time is terrible. I will tell you, it was a couple of years ago. Yeah, it was like 10. Because I'm old now. But if you watch that Haunted Mansion and you're thinking to yourself, I really don't want to watch this Haunted Mansion because that one was terrible. If this one, there's no way this one's going to be any better. It was a lot better. It was so much better. I really enjoyed it. It was a good movie, and I am very glad that I went. Okay, so Tuesday starts. I put it at the end of the day almost every day this week, but it was hot. We had a massive heat wave that went through in August, which is normal for this part of the country. Because we're so close to the ocean on all sides, because we are on a peninsula. La la la. Words are hard. We do have a tendency to have much milder weather. It does snow here, but usually only once or twice a year. It does get hot here, but usually for only about a month. But it got really, really hot here. And I mean, we're talking in the hundreds, and that is like unheard of for this area. And none of these houses have AC. None. Because they don't think we need AC. AC is not an essential item for this part of the country. But not only that, but they don't make the houses well enough to handle the little ACs that you can put in your room. So we kept knocking each other's power out. Me and Elise couldn't have our ACs on at the same time, or we'd knock each other out. My boys couldn't have theirs on at the same time because they kept knocking each other out. Do you have any idea how many times we had to reset the breaker because of the stupid heat wave? It was terrible. I had to sleep with my AC on at night because I can't sleep if it's too hot. So my poor daughter had to suffer throughout the day, but first thing in the morning, she got to pop hers on and I turned mine off. But it was bad. And so you're going to see the trend of too hot through this entire plan with me because it was too hot. I'm going to start at the top, even though I'm starting at the bottom on here, and I'm a little behind. We started off with the laundry day. I did 2 different sets of laundry. I did the clothes, and then I did all of my sheets, which I did numerous times because my cat is a jackass. and likes to throw up directly on my bed. So after the laundry was started, I did YouTube stuff. I had to refilm a haul because it didn't work the first time. I'm trying to remember which situation that was. I want to say that we started it. I was playing with it with my camera, and I ended up putting it in slow mode on accident because I was trying to make the face recognition work. And then I got it off of slow-mo, but I turned off the mic. And so I have an entire haul with no sound. And so I had to refilm the whole thing, which is what I was doing on Tuesday. I then did some cleaning stuff. So we did the sheets as well as all the normal laundry, and we did the litter boxes. Litter boxes and we scoop them all the time, but when I put litter box down, it means that we've dumped the whole thing, washed the box, and then refilled it. We did make a change from normal litter to the pine pellets recently. So there's going to be a lot more emptying of the litter box because the pine pellets they're better for the environment. They smell better when they're used, but you still have to worry about the mess, and they just don't scoop. You can't really scoop those. The whole point of the pine pellets is when water touches them or any other liquid, they just dissolve and end up into sawdust. And so you can just look inside the box and you can see if it's sawdusty. You can either have a special litter box that sifts out the sawdust, and then just change a puppy pad or something. Like right now we have a puppy pad in the sifting litter box. But our normal litter box is tall because my cat is a jackass and doesn't know how to pee. He thinks it's great fun to pee over the top of the litter box, which he's already done to the sifting box. And it's in one of those little cabinets that sits in your living room. And I'm like, why does it smell like pee in here? And there's a puddle under the cabinet because he decided, hey, I don't have to squat to pee. I can pee standing up, and peed right over the top of it. It's awesome fun. Probably way more information than you ever wanted. Let's move on to Wednesday. Wednesday was the trash day. No recycling this week, just trash, which is stupid. Washington State, you are stupid. You want us to recycle, but you only come and get it every other week. It's not cool. I also went to Tacoma with Nikki, and we went to Half Price Books, and I want to say we went and got boba and like lunch and stuff too, but I didn't write any of that down. All I wrote was Tacoma and Half Price Books. Again, it was too hot. And then we did a Target run together, and we were just together. It's so nice to have a friend who you can be 100% yourself with and know that you're not annoying them. So the fact that I can't see her for like 2 days because I work too much makes me sad. And if I'm feeling better tomorrow, I am going to go over there and bother her for a couple of hours before I have to come home and go to bed. Today was not that day because I am exhausted and I really wanted to get this out. And I'm just trying to hold on till 8 o'clock tonight so I can go to bed. It is 7 o'clock right now. That means I have plotted myself another hour's worth of getting this up, taking showers, brushing my teeth, all that good stuff so I can go to bed. All right, so Thursday. Again, it's too damn hot. I got a morning shift. Like I said, Amazon was not great. It's a 6:15 to 9:15 3-hour shift. It's $94.50, which isn't terrible. It's right at that $30 an hour marker, which you think $30 an hour sounds great, but you're only doing these in short shifts, and it's just so hard in the car, and you're just trying to make things work. So it was okay, but it's really not great, which sadly is why I had to go get a real job. Do you have any idea how much I don't want a real job? Can I just do YouTube and read and like sew? Do something that, don't get me wrong, I like my job. It's easy. I know how to do it. I've been doing it for years. Doggy daycare. This one has cats and exotic animals. But I've been doing it. I know how to do my job. I actually got a little bit higher pay when I started this job because I have so much experience. And when they clipped Sammy's nails for me while I was there today, and he got to play. He was a very good boy behind the counter. He sat nicely. Everyone gave him loves, and he only whined a little bit because he was like, dude, I want to go play. Whine, whine, whine. I told him, okay, you have to stop whining, and he stopped whining. But then he would like, hello, no one's loving me. Whine, whine, whine. And someone would go over and love him. He was very sweet. So, be an adult. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, you can't see what I'm putting down. I am really, really good at this. I should be a professional. I took a nap because any 6:15 shift, any 6-ish shift, I would have to get up at 5 or earlier, depending on the time. And so I would come home and sleep because guess what? I don't sleep well at night, but I do sleep great during the day. Apparently that's a PTSD thing. If you didn't know, I was horrifically abused as a child, and apparently I have PTSD. Which means that I feel safer to sleeping during the day. It's fabulous, isn't it? All right, I'm going to move on now before I depress myself. On this psychotically hot day, my son had to mow the lawn because I am a twat and I made him do it. We didn't mow the lawn for 6 months. My husband left on deployment and we did not mow the lawn. In our defense, it really didn't grow that much until recently. And we got a phone call from housing saying, hey, what's up? Mow your lawn. So we said, fine. Borrowed a mower from Nikki and mowed the lawn. I spent part of the day with Nikki because that's right. We had to go over to Nikki's house to get the lawnmower. So I stayed at Nikki's house while Tyler mowed the lawn. Fabulous mom. I know. I'm winning. And then I also finished a book. I finished The London Seance Society, which was really good. I'm glad I didn't read it when I started it originally because I was kind of Victorianed out and I don't think I would have liked the book if I had read it then. But because I waited, I ended up liking it quite a bit. It was a good story. I am slow. What am I doing? Okay, I'm putting up more full boxes because congratulations, I am now sick. I always get sick in the summer. You know, when everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's cold and flu season. It's like October, November, December, January, February, whatever. And they're like, oh, it's cold and flu season. Not for me. I don't get sick when it's cold. I get sick when it's hot. Would you please explain that to me? I know that was a thing. I read a book. I think it was called Fever. It's about one of the really bad fevers that went around in like the early 1800s. And they figured out that people would get sick more often in the summer because the heat caused the bacteria and viruses to flourish and spread. And then as soon as the weather got cold, people's fevers would start breaking really well. And they would just stick these people with massively high fevers out in the cold and they would get better. But apparently, because we have heating and people stay inside during the winter, instead of being outside in the fresh air, they have a tendency to get sick in the winter now, which is why cold and flu season is wintertime because of indoor heat and people not leaving warm and closed places. So they spread these bacteria and viruses much faster. However, my body never got that memo. I always get sick in the summer. Unless there's something crazy going on, like when I was in Europe. I know, I dropped it. I was in Europe. I miss it so much. It was like 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago now. I got sick while we were in Paris during the middle of their heat wave. And then I got COVID right after my birthday, which would be this week, 2 years ago. I still cannot taste or smell correctly. And then this week I got sick So it's just, I don't know. I think that it's crap, but my body apparently does not like to be hip with the times, and I get sick in the summer every time. If I get sick in the winter, it's a fluke or it's something weird like my hysterectomy stuff or getting random ear infections. Weird things that aren't just like cold and flu stuff. So all I did on Friday, now that I have moved on, is I planned. I got caught up, my planner caught up, and then I was feeling sick, so I did nothing. And that's what I did on Saturday also. I was sick, so I did nothing. I did listen to a book. I listened to Blood Promises. That was my nighttime reread listen thing, was the Vampire Academy. And so I was on Blood Promise. I do have the Bloodline books, and I'm thinking about getting rid of them. I don't think I want to read them, but I need somebody to tell me, yes, read them, or no, don't worry about it. Because I finished the Vampire Academy, and as much as I love them, I really don't care about Bloodlines. And I'm wondering if that's something I need to read. Because I really don't care. Does that make me bad? I don't know. But I really, really don't care. All right, so that is Saturday. Then we're on to my birthday, August 20th. Yay! My dad called me first thing in the morning. I was barely coherent. I could not talk. I had no voice, a massively sore throat. I sounded like a frog. And it has been 2 months and I still don't sound quite right. I had my kids listening to me talking on my last video, and I was like, do I sound okay? And they're like, eh. So did I damage something? Because I have no idea what is going on. It has been 2 months. Why do I still sound like a frog? But my dad called and he wished me a happy birthday, as he's telling me that he wishes he could be with me, but is getting on a cruise to Alaska instead. And I'm like, honestly, you don't want to be with me. I'm sick. And he's like, oh, then I definitely don't want to be with you. And I'm like, thanks, Dad. You're awesome. But I mean, he's the only good parent I have, so I'm going to keep him. So yeah, that was fun. Fun way to spend my birthday. So I put in that I'm still sick. And I am putting in my bath time now. Because apparently my go-to when I don't feel good is the bathtub. Which, I mean, there could be worse places that I go when I don't feel good. But I will literally spend the entire time that I don't feel good in the bath. I know it was a quite substantial bath because I actually put it in, but that's all I remember. What I'm putting down now is that my husband sent me gifts. So he bought me tickets to see Taylor Tomlinson for her comedy show. And we're going next weekend. Not this coming weekend, but the weekend after that. So like a week and a half. And I was joking with him. And I was like, I love my present. I just wish I had something to open for my birthday. Because, I don't know about you, but I like the act of being able to open my present. And the fact that I can't open concert tickets. I mean, I probably could if you put them in an envelope and wrapped it or whatever. But because I can't open it, I don't get it on my birthday. I was joking and I was like, you should buy me more books to word searches or something, to like puzzle books to do while I listen to audiobooks. So guess what? I'm massively sick and Amazon shows up with puzzle books. He got me a bunch of word searches. He got me a bunch of like serial killer ones, and I'm still trying to figure out what that's supposed to mean. Is it because I like serial killers or because he's trying to give me tips? I don't know. Also, I got a very stalkery text message that says, come to your door. And I'm like, there's a killer inside the house. So I go to my door and Nikki's standing on the front porch and she hands me a bag for my birthday and runs away and giggling. Ends up being a couple of books, which is perfect because I love it. And we are both very much gift givers for our like love languages. Both of us like getting gifts, and we both like giving gifts, possibly giving gifts more than getting gifts. And we've gotten into this little thing where she's like, this is how I show my love, and she keeps feeding me. So I'll get phone calls. Hey, we're having this for dinner. Come over and eat with us. Hey, we're having this for dinner. Come over and eat with us. And I'm just like, she knows my heart. She just keeps giving me food. And I don't know if you know much about my family, but we are those people that are like girl dinner centric. I am so terrible at picking out dinners. So when I have somebody say, hey, we made dinner, come eat, I'm just like, I'm stoked. Not only that, but her husband's a fabulous cook. And so the food is always good. I don't have to clean up afterwards except for my own damn plate. It's amazing. And honestly, I would clean up, but he is that like person who makes a fabulous dinner and then cleans it up and then sits down and eats with everybody else. And I'm just like, I don't know what this is, but this is amazing. And so she keeps feeding me. So I keep bringing her things. I bring her books. I brought her some meat from the farmer's market. I brought her candy, just little stuff. I mean, nothing big. But we're both very much gift givers. And she knows the weight of my heart through my stomach because I won't eat if she doesn't feed me. So she feeds me. And I think it's cute. If you were wondering what I was doing here, I was just putting down all of the glitter headers onto all the glitter headers. Yeah, okay. And now I'm just working on the sidebar. So, dinners for this week. Let me tell you how terrible we eat. Monday, we had cottage cheese. Yeah, that's right, cottage cheese. Tuesday, we had spaghetti. So, almost real food. Wednesday, we had potato leek soup, which turned out pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. Thursday, we had chicken and rice because that's my go-to is chicken and a vegetable and a carb. Rice being the carb of this one. Friday says soup. And I'm assuming that was when I had the chicken and rice soup because guess what? I was sick. And Panera's chicken and rice soup is fabulous when you don't feel good. I much prefer that to the chicken and noodle because it's thicker. And I like the thick soups. Saturday, I had miso soup from this little... It's called Joy Teriyaki. It's got really good teriyaki and it's got good soups. But the rest of the food's kind of hit and miss. Like we are like experimenting with the other things on the menu. And so far, pretty much just the teriyaki and the soup. Can't forget the soup. And then Sunday, more chicken and rice. Because that's always what I'll eat if I have nothing else to eat. Or I won't eat. I mean, I did have cottage cheese for dinner on Monday. So, I mean, I didn't do anything. My lowest day was 854 because I was sick. And I literally didn't get out of bed. There's also a very good possibility that I wasn't even wearing my watch most of the day because I didn't get out of bed. I did oil pulling for part of the week, but fell off towards the end when I was sick. And again, took vitamins part of the week, fell off at the end when I was sick. I fall off of all of these things. I don't know what a habit is. You people who actually have legitimate habits, I don't understand you. You make literally no sense to me because I don't have habits. I have routines, not habits. A habit, something where if you miss it, it's weird. It doesn't feel right. You are uncomfortable. I don't do that. If I miss it, I will... Oh, shit. Speaking of which, I have to take my meds today, and I totally forgot until just now. Like I said, it's a routine, not a habit, because I can break them easily. I remember it being like this thing where it's 21 days to make a habit and 3 days to break it. No. It's 365 days for as many years as I'm alive to make a habit, and 5 minutes to break it, because I can forget to do it one day and never do it again. So yeah, that's my life, and I just realized that I have meds to take tonight. So I am going to finish this out and go take my meds, take my shower, and get ready for bed. But you should still see this tomorrow. But yeah, I'm right here. I'm just adding on some overlays to make it pretty. I didn't do the shine thing like I have been doing. I should have done it, the shiny shimmer thing. But I think it turned out cute. It was definitely one of my favorites recently. As long as I had put the bottom washi down, I would have been happier.
Okay guys, so that's the end of it. I hope you guys liked it. This was what's left over. We have a few left on this sheet. This is the bottom extra washi that I was supposed to put here, but I didn't realize that it was on the sheet until it was too late. So I don't have it on here like I wanted to. I looked for it, but I'm used to just seeing this little chunk, not the whole sheet, and so it threw me off. I have one little full box here, a couple here. Most of this page is left. All of that page is left. This one is gone, so I'm going to chuck that one. This one still has a decent amount left on it, and that one's still got a couple of usable ones. And then over here, I've got some of the glitter header things left, and then 2 boxes. Got a couple of bougie boxes left, most of the script page, and then about half this page. So that is everything for my birthday week, which was also my sick week. I think that my sickness does trail over to the next week, because I know it took me about 2 weeks to feel 100% normal again. And even that, I still sound a little wonky. I don't know what I had. I wouldn't be surprised if I had COVID, but I did take a test and it didn't come out. It came out negative. All right, so I will be sick in bed for most of next week too. So fun times for us to have, especially for my birthday. But my husband sent little I love you gifts, and then my best friend Nikki, who lives down the street, came over, surprised me, knocked on the door, handed me a bag, and then blew kisses and ran away. So that was fun. But overall, it wasn't a bad week, minus the illnesses. And the fact that we were in the middle of a heat wave, if you see all the 2 hots, it was nasty. But that's it for now, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.